Hello, this video is a continuation of setting up your loan payment options in OpenSolar. This one specifically on setting up a prepayment if that is a term that applies to your loan. So we'll get started in the same way where we're giving this payment option a title. We're defining it as a loan. You're also able to auto apply it to all of your new projects and give a description. For our loan parameters, I'm giving this option a 2.99% interest rate, and the length of the loan is 20 years. To then give this loan the prepayment parameter, you will toggle this on. So once you do that, you'll have this menu of options to further define your prepayment. So if you are defining a prepayment, this means that your proposed financing assumes that a prepayment will be paid. This is typically the amount equal to the ITC or some other customer-facing incentive. You will enter that here to enable you to show your customer the monthly payments before and after the prepayment. You have two options for how to define your prepayment. You can do a solar style loan or a mortgage style loan. If you're choosing the solar style loan, this is a fixed monthly payment over the life of the loan that assumes the customer makes the one-time prepayment. If the customer does not make this prepayment, this will lead to a higher monthly payment for the remainder of the loan term. Mortgage style loan is a bit of the opposite. There is a higher monthly payment at the start of the loan that will drop to a lower level once the customer makes that one-time prepayment. If the customer does not make that prepayment, the payments for the loan will stay at that higher initial monthly payment and not be lowered down. So you're then able to define your prepayment formula. So clicking here, you have your menu of options. You'll likely be choosing this customer incentives. And to make sure that your incentive is encompassed as a prepayment, you'll have to edit your incentive. For the federal ITC, for the US, this has already been defined. You'll go to your incentive, and there's an option to toggle this on use for loan pay down. So if you've created a new incentive that needs to be included as a prepayment or maybe a state incentive, go ahead and make sure that's toggled on in your incentives, also in the control zone in the other section. So you've defined this as your customer incentive, and then you have your prepayment month here, which is the month in which that prepayment needs to be made. In the US, if this is the federal ITC, this is typically done in month 12 or 18. So define that here. And from this section now, you filled out prepayment. You can further define the other sections of your loan, or if that's the only other parameter you needed to include, you can go ahead and save. And now I'll show you how this appears in the My Energy zone. We are now in the My Energy page of OpenSolar, which is the proposal as your customer will see it. Here you can see the project with our 20-year 2.99% loan applied. You can customize this quotation table, but a few of the key figures here are the loan amount, as well as the interest rate and the loan terms. This section here is our prepayment, which is equal to $4,700. If we scroll down a bit more into our incentive section, you'll see that this is equal to the federal ITC in the United States, since this was set up as the formula for the incentives. So that is then equal to, the prepayment is equal to our incentive. We also have an initial monthly payment. So since this is a solar style loan, this assumes that your monthly payment will be the $75. If you don't make this prepayment in the specified term, which you can see as a disclaimer here, it will move up to $102 a month for the final payment in this section. So this would assume no prepayment. It's spelling out both options here. This is a solar style loan, so all of the payments will be $75 unless you do not make the prepayment. You will then jump up to $102. If you have any other questions on loans, please contact support@opensolar.com or continue viewing our videos that detail each section of the customizable areas in the loan section. Thank you, and this concludes our video.